All right, 40 pizzas in 30 days, final weigh-in.
My name is Jonathan Repash, and I have eaten 40 pizzas in the last 30 days. The main reason why I did this is because I wanted to prove that you can lose weight regardless of what type of food you are eating, as long as your calories are at the right level. I have very consistently and pretty accurately tracked all of the food I have eaten in my MyFitnessPal log. If you want to check that out, you can go and friend me on MyFitnessPal using my email, which is my first initial last name @gmail.com. The other reason why I did this is because, obviously, of the meme.
I've had over 40 pizzas in the last 30 days. He has no pizza experience. He's never been in the pizza category. Stay tuned. The day of reckoning will come.
I could eat 40 pizzas in 30 days and lose weight, but I needed to make sure that it was going to happen at the right time. It just so happened I was entering a weight loss phase in early to mid-May, so I was like, let's make it happen. And the last reason why I did this is I wanted to give myself a challenge and do something to kind of engage people. So if you know what you're doing nutritionally, losing weight is really, it's not that much of a challenge because it's really just a game of math. At the end of the day, weight loss and weight gain is entirely math. For those of you who kind of like stats people, I have a bunch of stats, figures, and numbers at the end of the video on what I did, so stick around for that. Basically, I figured with this, I'm going to need to eat one pizza every day, and then every 3 days, I'm going to need to eat 2 pizzas. My first day was May 13th, which was a Wednesday. My last day was June 12th, which was a Thursday. The last day of the challenge was Thursday, June 11th, which means my final weigh-in was Friday morning, June 12th. For the challenge, I agreed that I was going to eat a variety of pizzas. I wanted it to be more interesting and more engaging. I didn't want to be eating the exact same pizza every day because that's super easy. That's just not as interesting as getting from different pizza places and trying out all the amazing flavors of pizza that there are out there, because pizza is pretty awesome and there's a ton of different ways you can prepare it, and a ton of different flavors and topping combinations out. And the final parameter is I wanted to document this, so it's all documented on my Instagram in my stories.
40 pizzas in 30 days, day 7, day 8, day 10 weigh-in. Let's see what we got. Day 14, day 19, day 23.
If you want a more in-depth look, you can also listen to my podcast. The podcast is going to be released on Wednesday, June 17th. So on my first day weigh-in, I was 203.4 pounds. This was a morning weigh-in. Now keep in mind, pretty much all of these weigh-ins happen between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. in the morning. I recommend weighing yourself first thing in the morning because it is when you will see the least variation in your weight, and it will be the most accurate way to track progress while losing weight. I decided that I was going to train 4 days a week. This is actually how I normally train. I've been training 4 days a week for a very long time. I've also been doing a weekly workout on my Facebook page, live workout, that's about an hour long of just body weight stuff. I was doing this for free because during the pandemic, most people didn't have gym access, and I wanted to give my Facebook group, I wanted to give them a way to exercise without needing to go to the gym or needing to have any equipment at home. Here's some examples of some of the strength training that I did. You don't need equipment to do this. My Saturday workouts required 0 equipment, and as you can see, I really didn't have a too extensive setup myself. My setup basically consisted of just a small 5-foot barbell that had a 250-pound capacity, a small squat stand, some bands, and then plates. That's pretty much all I had. I fit all of that in a 6-foot by 4-foot space, which is 24 square feet total. That's smaller than the size of most people's beds. So the next time you say that you don't have enough room to work out or you don't have the means, just think about that. Some of you might be thinking like, oh, what about cardio? I didn't really do any cardio. I walked my dog. I have a Siberian Husky. He loves to go for walks. He needs a lot of exercise. I walked him, and then I just moved more. I'm always moving around from room to room. I'm always fidgeting. As you can see, I keep changing my shirt. It was actually funny when I went to Real Canadian Superstore, I got the same cashier both times. I only went shopping 2 times during this challenge, and both times I went shopping, I got the exact same cashier. And she commented on how many pizzas I was buying. So I might actually send this video to her. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, but she was very nice. I ate from Papa John's, I ate from Pizza Nova, and I had frozen pizzas that were bought from Real Canadian Superstore. Those are the only places I really got the pizzas from. I ate what I like. I like Papa John's pizzas, and the frozen pizzas were cheap and easy. That's the main reason why I got those. And I could buy them in bulk, shove them in my freezer, and then unthaw them and eat them at some point.
Today is a 2-pizza day. Does anybody know what time it is? It's
pizza time.
Yep, that's right.
After about 30 days of this eating pizza literally every single day, and some days 2 pizzas, this is the results that I had.
All right, 40 pizzas in 30 days, final weigh-in. $196.0.
On day 30, I weighed in at 196.0 pounds. This was a weight change of about 7.4 pounds from my start weight. That works out to an average of roughly 1.73 pounds per week that I lost. And I'm going to go over into the stats of how this works out at the very end. But for now, take a look at this weight loss graph. As you can see, my weight was not a straight line downward. I had many ups and downs throughout. There was one week where my weight barely even changed at all. This just goes to show you that weight loss is not a straight line, and you can't let a few or an entire week worth of bad weigh-ins discourage you. That's just a normal part of weight loss. You gain weight, you lose weight, it goes up and down, but it trends downward. As long as you are in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight 100% of the time. So obviously there's some problems with the pizza diet. There's some problems with eating a diet that is largely just pizza. The main problems that I ran into during this time is, number one, way too much sodium, especially with frozen pizzas and pizzas that you get from restaurants. Now, if I actually had the time or the ingenuity, I could have probably prepared healthier pizzas that are much healthier than these options. But this is just to show you that even if you have no time, you can still reduce calories, eat a ton of pizza, and lose weight. So my sodium level was way too high. I would not do this long term because of that. Another problem was there's not enough fiber. Pizza has, a little bit of fiber, and depending on the toppings, maybe a little bit more. But I was having a hard time hitting my daily amount in fiber. I think I only hit it like maybe 2 or 3 times. For those of you that don't know, the daily recommended amount of fiber is 25 grams for women and 38 grams for men. This is for adults. Fiber is very important for a variety of things. It's important for your digestive health. It's important for food absorption. It's just important for reducing risk factors of a variety of different diseases as well. Low fiber is a big problem with eating a lot of pizza. So overall, I would not recommend the pizza diet for someone. This is not me recommending that you eat pizza every day. This is me showing you that you can eat pizza, you can eat foods that you like, as long as you have your calories low enough and you can still lose weight. So now I'm going to go over some common questions/statements that I had about the pizza diet. Starting off positively, by far the most common thing I had people say to me and the most common thing I had people message me was, "I love what you're doing and I think it's awesome." And I just want to give a shout out to everybody who sent me all those positive messages. I really appreciate it. The next thing I had a bunch of people ask me was, are you only eating pizza? Pizza comprised a large portion of my diet just because of the fact that eating an entire pizza every day is quite a bit of calories. But I didn't just eat pizza. Pizza on its own is not a complete nutritional food. Most of the other stuff I was eating was actually, it had to be very lean and it had to be very clean, because when you have a giant calorie bomb of an entire pizza and then on some days 2 pizzas, you have very little room for other things. So you have to fill that up with stuff that's generally low calorie, high protein, high fiber, and packed with nutrients. I was eating a lot of chicken. I was eating a lot of tuna. I was eating a lot of zero fat Greek yogurt. I was eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. Those are probably the primary things. And then I also supplemented with a multivitamin most days. The next one, pizza makes you feel bad. I actually had a very bad night a couple weeks ago into this challenge where it was actually 2 nights in a row. I really didn't sleep at all. I did talk about this on my Instagram, and some people messaged me and said, it's the pizza that's making you feel bad. So yeah, that's not true. That's not how it works. The act of eating pizza is not going to automatically make you feel bad. And if you think that, I think you should probably reassess how you approach your nutrition, because it's not a very healthy food habit to have negative feelings toward food. I mean, it's just food, right? It's calories, it's nutrients. Food is what it is. I always say food isn't good or bad. Different foods just have different characteristics. Another one, if I had a slice of pizza, I would blow up and gain 10 pounds. No, you wouldn't. A slice of pizza is not going to make you blow up and gain 10 pounds. This is exactly why I did this challenge, because there's a lot of people out there who are afraid to eat any food that they think is unhealthy, and they think that they can't lose weight while eating any of the foods that they like, and then they have this false dichotomy of weight loss where they think that, like, I either have to eat like I'm miserable or I can't lose weight, and that is so unhealthy. You can have pizza as long as you are eating low enough calories and still lose weight or still maintain your weight, and you will not blow up and gain 10 pounds. No, you can eat pizza and lose weight. Stop it. Are you going to have a heart attack? So let's look up here the risk factors of a heart attack. Major risk factors: tobacco smoke, high blood cholesterol, high blood pressure, physical inactivity, obesity and overweight, or diabetes. Well, I have none of those. So those major risk factors, yeah. All of those are effective factors that you can control that are way more potent than eating pizza. Lack of activity, high blood pressure, all of those things can be fixed by exercise and weight reduction. Even if they can't be fixed, they can all be generally improved upon by exercise and weight reduction. Other factors include stress, alcohol, diet, and nutrition. You know what I didn't see on that list? Eating pizza. Show me the study that shows that eating pizza increases your risk of having a heart attack. Go ahead, I'll wait. Oh wait, there's actually a study that shows the exact opposite. Huh, would you look at that? This isn't to say that one study should be treated as the God's truth. Quite the opposite, actually. There's all those other risk factors that obviously still exist. But again, the problem is not eating a specific food, it is overconsumption of high-calorie foods in conjunction with being overweight and other risk factors. So I would say my risk of having a heart attack is probably not any higher than it was when I started this because, again, you know, none of these risk factors have really changed. Okay, so now let's get to the statistics of everything. Okay, so let's briefly go over these numbers. So I ate a total of 40 pizzas over the span of 30 days. I had a total calorie intake of 81,351 throughout that time. 44,975 of those calories came from pizza. That means 55.29% of my calories overall were from pizza at an average of 1,124 calories per pizza. My average daily calories was 2,711 calories. I got that by taking my total calories throughout the entire challenge and dividing it by 30, the number of days. My total amount of weight loss was 7.4 pounds. I can use this number of 7.4 pounds to find out exactly how much of a calorie deficit I was in. I take the 7.4 and I multiply it by 3,500. I do this because 3,500 calories is how many calories it takes to burn 1 pound of fat. This gives me a total of 25,900 calories. This number, 25,900, is the total calorie deficit I was in for all 30 days total. I divide this by 30 to get my daily calorie deficit, which is 863.33. I then add this calorie deficit to my daily actual consumed calories of 2,711, and I get 3,575. This is the amount of calories I would need to eat to maintain my body weight. You can calculate this all yourself too. If you lose weight, or if you're in a weight loss phase, or even if you're not in a weight loss phase, if you're tracking your calories, track your weight versus your calorie intake. You can determine how many calories you need to eat in order to lose weight. You can determine your maintenance. It is that simple. It really is. It's just math. These are the numbers. These are what happened. This is what I did. So here's my before and after picture. Not what you were expecting. Let me do a quick aside right now. This is kind of unrelated to the video, but I wanted to do this. Here's my before and after picture in the thumbnail. As you can see, this one looks a lot better than this one. The reason being is I stuck out my belly in the before picture here, and I shaved off all of my body hair for the after picture. I also made sure that I was flexing and got a pump by doing some exercise before taking the after picture. In order to sell programs, most before and after pictures you see on their internet are taken more like this one, and there's also a bunch of other tricks that they employ to make themselves look better than they are. These tricks include dehydration, water cuts, getting a tan, and even sometimes Photoshop. So at the end of the day, it just doesn't make sense to worry about other people's before and after pictures, because they're often taken in the most flattering way possible and done using techniques that a normal person wouldn't usually do. And on top of that, you shouldn't compare yourself to other people anyway, because all that matters is you and your progress defeating your previous self. That's what's important. So if I were to sum up this video, I mean, what I did was not rocket science. I reduced my calories and I ate pizza. That's it. The last thing I wanted to talk about was what's next. So I think I might just drink whiskey every day for the next challenge and continue to lose weight. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching, and remember, you can eat what you like and you can still lose weight.